Hello everybody and welcome to High Playing Games. Simon here. Back finally after a bit of a break with the F1 2018 career playthrough. I've had a cold for 6 weeks. This is now week 7. It's now just become like a bit of a cough, so it's not like terrible, but I'm so done with this cold. So I won't be mega chatty, but I will chat about stuff as I go through the race. We didn't do too badly when it comes...
Simon.
Ah, hello David. Oh, let me turn that down because that will... I will like it, but it will drive me up the wall at the same time. Hey David, hope you're well. So that I can just go down. Hey Noah. Everyone's came out today. Clearly we're all bored on a non-F1 weekend. This weather may be interesting for our race though. The other thing that I'm kind of in two minds over, as you can see, we've got stuff going on there. If you look at the progress charts, we're not looking too bad. Thank you for the thanks for the co-op win. I don't know how that happened. I was very confused throughout. That's why I thought I'll do this today because I seem to be on a bit of a roll. So we've had some upgrades here for McLaren and Force India. In fact, everyone seems to have had an upgrade apart from the top 3. So we'll see how that goes. The only other thing that I'm kind of toying about is the gearbox is at 67%. So yeah, at 67%, I'm not sure. I qualified 10th. I scraped into Q3, and the McLaren is not good around here. And I don't know if I should just take a gearbox drop and start at the back of the grid, because we're going to have to take then the gearbox drop at Germany, and I think I will probably be better at Germany. I think it's Germany next. I think. Yeah, Germany next. I think I'll do better at Germany than I will do here. So I'm contemplating doing a grid drop, but I will still have to start on the soft tyres anyway. So it's going to kind of be a bit of a regardless, I think, for whatever it is that we do. Settle it with a coin toss, says Noah. Oh dear, this could be dramas. Should I gearbox drop it? It's the home Grand Prix. I feel like no Brit actually does particularly well at the home Grand Prix, so maybe we should just gearbox drop it. What's the other... Actually, let me take a look. So I'll do well at Germany. I don't do too badly at Hungary. Belgium I'm all right at. And Italy I suck. So... Noah says coin. Let me find a coin. Hang on. I've got some behind me because I was emptying out my pound coin change. I wish I had pound coins. Hang on. I'm taking the microphone on a trip around my living room. 2 seconds. Don't fall over everything. Oh god, I nearly knocked over my Tetris light. That would have been the drama. Okay, right, back sitting down again. Heads gear drop, okay. Hope you can hear that on the microphone so that you can actually tell that I've got a penny. Okay, I'm going to throw it down on my table. Heads. Okay, it's true. Noah gives me a grid drop. Cheers, Noah. Thanks. So, a gearbox of the new variety it is. Boom. So, to the back of the grid we go. But there's going to be rain towards the end, so it's all good. Let's see how we get on. Okay, let's excuse me, advance the race. If I'm going to go into a coughing fit, if I can, I will mute the microphone. But I'm so used to just coughing everywhere now on week 7 of this frigging cold. I just need to chill it. Also, hence why there's been really sporadic stuff going on with my channel.
We're almost ready to go then,
because I just haven't been well enough to do stuff at night for this.
Sees him start from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside.
Okay.
Looking down the rest of the grid we have
Kimi
Vettel,
OP.
Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Sainz. Hamilton, Grosjean,
Ah.
Magnussen, and Esteban Ocon. Hulkenberg, Leclerc, Smith, and Gasly.
Oh, only a 5-place grid
Stroll,
drop.
Marcus Ericsson, and Sergei Sorokin. Perez, they've taken a grid penalty, and Stoffel Van Dorn completes the grid.
Oh, okay. I
Now
thought it was a
it's almost
10-place
time to
grid drop
lights
for a
out,
gearbox.
So let's go down to the track.
My bad indeed.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I will. So, I'm quite comfortable-ish, I think, with this. Because we know that the rain is going to come, and the rain's going to come right at the end, but I always get confused with this session forecast, if this is going to be the projected race, or if that's over a 2-hour period. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm going to chunk it up on terms of fuel a little bit. But I'm quite happy to go, actually, with the one stop. Because if we're tyred egging quite a lot on the mediums, that's not so bad, because actually we will have rain potentially at the end anyway. You'll be hearing lots of bangs. There is so much firework going on today. Makes me sad on the inside. Okay, let's get going. 5-place grid, but I was going to say I've not done anything wrong. Don't grid drop me now.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
I will learn those gears, Jeff. Hey Smith, what do you think of Red Bull purposely blowing Ricardo up? I think they're probably giving him not the newest parts. I was saying about this earlier with Esteban, around how actually he's excluded from lots and lots of briefings and stuff like that, and how...
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
I was going to say for the time being, but because of how, since he's been going, they've kind of excluded him from all kinds of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if, well, we knew that some of the good stuff was probably going to Max anyway. I meant that as a question, not a statement. Okay. I mean, I don't think they are purposefully blowing stuff up for him. I do think they're probably ensuring that the best foot forward goes with Verstappen, not with Ricciardo. But if it's always engine related, he must want to be cuddling up with his new employer quite quickly. Because otherwise he's going to be in a lot of trouble very quickly if he finds himself stuck on the sidelines. I wonder how much he thinks about making the right or wrong decision by going to Renault. I'm really pleased that Renault seemingly got their thing together. Got their sheet together. But actually, do you know what, I'm going to turn up that woman's voice because I keep looking down and I know that I'll cause myself a mischief. I do feel that Ricciardo must be sitting there thinking, oh god, what have I done? Because even though Renault are doing better, they ain't no top 3 team yet.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
I'm watching for them lights. Long hold. Ooh, we boggy bead down. Ooh, that worked out alright. Oh, Gasly! Wow. I don't know who was in trouble there, but surely someone was. Okay, we're off and away. going to say, Hulk. Get out of it. The little moose. Oh, Leclerc got... Oh, is there drama behind?
Well done, mate. Nice start.
Oh, that's a... Williams has stopped there in the mid... It's the first lap. You can't have a mechanical problem. Okay, there's a gear lower than I normally do there. I think we're okay now. Yeah, but that's a good point there, Noah. Noah just saying in the chat that it's better to go off and be a new team and make it your own than be wingman Bottas. And I'd agree, because he would never be a... I don't think there's any like animosity at Red Bull for Ricciardo, because essentially he unseated Vettel, so they're kind of like, yay, you're our man. But I almost feel like he's become like the forgotten Red Bull guy, because they immediately was like, oh, Kvyat in at the top team. And then all of a sudden it was, oh no, let's go for Verstappen instead. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I did, but I didn't. So now it's kind of become a bit of a...
You made it look easy.
You've already been overlooked, because he's now like outlasted several other people, but was never still going to be their top man. And I find that really weird. I don't know if it's just because they feel like he's missing the last 1.5, 2 tenths, but we'll see. Right, I want past these Haas guys, but not there. Well, I feel like I could do it on exit now. I don't have the power. Oh, now what's gone on?
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
I didn't actually see what the green flag was for. Oh. I mean, I can see Van Dorn's in trouble with another Williams, but...
Will be available to use when you're within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
That was deep dish. The only kind of big hopes that I've got, and I think Noah, I will look down to read your comment in a second. 2021 regulations. Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I was. Great minds think alike. With 2021, and I appreciate that that is 3 seasons away, but it's also, I think, where McLaren need to start looking so that they can have a team that will be ready for 2021. It's where I think Williams will also need to start thinking about where they want to go in the future as well. And yes, you can start getting prepared with the 2019 regulations with the new front wing, sorry. But yeah, they're going to need to start getting it right next year with the new front wing so that they can be in a good stead for 2021. Sainz is absolutely blasting away here. Challenging the top lot. Renault have been pretty spectacular in my career playthrough in the last couple of races, actually.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds.
Why don't McLaren make their own engines? I think that said down there. I don't know. I don't know if they've even got the technical ability to be able to do it. It would also be a massive overhead of resource for McLaren, and I don't think they're in... Like, I think the company McLaren is fine, but I think the actual F1 arm of it, that can't be bringing in much revenue with just Fernando's flip-flop company. It looks so barren, this car. in terms of sponsorship. It's a lovely looking livery, but no. Ooh, careful, Smith. Yeah. There's not too many teams actually that have made their own engines in it actually to work okay. I think the other problem...
Okay, gap to leader, 12.4 seconds.
I think the other problem that you've got is that F1 companies that then go off to make their own engines, there isn't exactly a ton of them that have ever been massively successful. And that's the other problem that you've got. Oh Christ. A bit like my racing line there. It all goes a bit Pete Tong when you're trying to do more than one thing, and they can't get a car that works properly chassis wise. Why would you then dilute yourself to trying to bring on an engine team as well, and then kind of compound your problems? I don't know, maybe I'm a cynic. McLaren is not fast around this circuit at all. Oh, I kept doing that in quali. Now we're in trouble. Especially as it's K-Mag. Nicely done, Schmiffy. Oh, that wasn't. Just going to let Sainz get away. I know I'm in the top 10. Ooh, Ocon's got round. Nice move. They've always been talking about losing Albert Park. I liked Adelaide. I'd be happy to see Adelaide back.
Yellow flag.
Ooh, more yellow flags. Yellow flag, Ocon.
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Oh, I think he had to let me back through again. Haha! Been quite a lot of racing incidents and yellow flags, I must say. Ooh, that was deep dish. I'd be quite happy to see it at Adelaide. Again, where else would I quite like?
We're leading our teammate by 6.2 seconds.
I'm not really sure where else I'd want it to be, actually. I'm not a massive fan of Phillip Island. Although I think that has the capability of doing it. There's something perverse in me that would say let's go Surface Paradise, but I'd be loath to have another street circuit
Gap ahead is
that's like a proper street circuit.
Seconds.
I don't think F1 cars would suit Bathurst, so I wouldn't want to go there. Where else would I stick? The Australian Grand Prix. There's a few good touring car tracks, but I don't think they would necessarily suit a Formula One car. It's interesting. But I think it's important to have...
Around 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes? What? Oh, God. Ock on, ock off. Okay. Barbagallo would be quite good, maybe. But I do think it's important that we have an Australian Grand Prix because then everyone's representative. Well, each continent at least is representative. Represented. I know the word. I know the word. I can speak. Yeah. Aren't they going back there? I heard that they're seriously looking at going back to Surfers Paradise, because that was how I got introduced to the circuit of Surfers Paradise. Was when I used to watch IndyCars in the 90s, back when it was Indy and then when it was called Kart. That was a terrible line there, Simon. That was how I knew the circuit, and then I used to play it on Andretti Racing, the PS1 game. Oh yes, I know how to live. I feel like I'm bottlenecking like everyone. Oh, careful.
Since they had an NASCAR do some hot laps of the track.
Ah, it's a great track, Surfers Paradise. Pop a car breaker. But no, Adelaide for me. Australia has always been associated with me in Formula One with like street road circuits that are fast and belie their surroundings and settings. Because Albert Park, yes, it's a road course, but it's it doesn't feel like a street circuit, if that makes sense. Adelaide did to a degree, but it hid it well. I thought that's what you'd put. I have driven Surfers Paradise in an online lobby with Renault Meganes, and I will only describe it as interesting. Back in very early R-Factor days.
First place is 26.5 seconds.
How many came out the other side's probably an easier question to ask. Damage was on. Uh-oh. Ooh, this isn't going to be good. I think we're going to be Ocon doffed. Ooh, or not. Yeah, I used to be really, really good at... Funnily enough, I know everyone takes the piss out of what I do in here, but when I'm racing with other humans online in like R-Factor and stuff like that, I actually have a pretty good record of like not I'm slow as hell, but I will like not be taking everyone out. So in public server lobbies, I'd actually be quite well respected because like a third of the people would be crashing into each other and crashing out. The other third would be faster but maybe still crash out, and then the other third would kind of be like me, just plodding around, just being careful, and you'd pick up the places.
10.2 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 8.0 seconds. Okay, some information on Perez. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Oh, good. Oh, Hulk. Naughty botty. I'm not going to be Hulk smashed in the rear. At least not on YouTube. Oh, Christ. Smithy, stop cutting. Ooh, yellow flag. Who's gone off? Seems to be a lot of yellow flags going on in this game today. You're gonna... Oh! You literally gave me no choice there, Ocon. Clearly the fact that I have to have a confidence lift in that corner is not what the AI are expecting. Me? I couldn't do anything else. I wasn't going to come... Oh, Christ. Yeah. I learned from my maximum... Oh god, now we're going to have the same problem with Hulk again. Where are you? Where are you?
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Nice.
You're in 8th place. Signs ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 13.4 seconds.
Oh, wow, he's
They're on
checked
old
out.
softs. Hulkenberg is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. The gap to the leader is 35.1 seconds. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. 41 laps to go. Our gap to the car in front is 13.6 seconds.
Cool. Did you see that tyre temperature?
Supercar series, we have 2 rounds to go.
Yeah. There's no V8s this weekend though, is there? Excuse me. I get super confused with the V8 series because I have to watch it on alternative means. Ah, cool. I should catch up with it on my alternative means later on. Essentially, there is a wonderful website called Burning Wheels that puts loads and loads of different series up for people to watch. If you can't access them in your country, and I can't really get V8s in the UK very easily because I don't have access to BT Sport, which is where I think it's hosted, and even then I'm guessing. Okay. Nice.
Things that the 8 supercars do that F1 don't. One race around Bottas.
Have a competitive female racing driver in it. Although I'd kind of hoped Simona Di Silvestro would have done a little bit better than what she's actually done. Have a much closer. Yes, they do have a much closer championship. They also have that weird endurance series in the middle, which when I started watching V8 Supercars for the first time, proper confused me. Because I was like, why are there all these new people in the car, and how is it all like? I'm still divided as to whether I actually like the fact that the Endurance Cup is linked points-wise with the actual overall championship. It feels slightly wrong to me, but as I know no different, I've just taken it at face value. Yeah, I shall be enjoying V8 Supercars, especially whilst BTCC is not in action. I need to catch up with World Touring cars, actually, because I was delighted to see Thiago Monteiro back behind the wheel after his long recovery from injury. So I'm a big fan of Thiago, so hopefully he's done well. Although I have to say I don't actually really follow World Touring cars at all. It's one of those series that I'm like, I don't really have time for you.
I think the Endurance will split into their own championship.
We're getting the temperature back down a little bit in these tyres. I can feel them coming back slightly.
And I heard that Robert Wickens is okay.
The distance to the leader is 41.1 seconds.
Robert Wickens is paralysed from the waist down. He will. I don't know quite what his plans are for what he'd like to do. I've been following him on Instagram to kind of keep up to date with some of his rehab, but it's very difficult to know what he can and can't then do if he does want to race in the future. But I'm grateful that Robert Wickens is alive altogether after that accident. That was a horrific accident. Like, super horrific.
I understand he doesn't race in the car.
Hi Yasin, I'm very well thank you, I hope you are too. I mean, there's something to me about, especially if you've got like Billy Mungers out there doing racing, minus legs obviously. I don't think he'll be able to get back into IndyCar because if you're paralysed, that kind of means that you can't get in and out of that car. So therefore you would fail safety crash tests and stuff like that, and being able to extract yourself from the vehicle.
Never again, but I just wanted to be able to live a good healthy life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure he would to the
In this lap,
best of his
push now.
ability. I'm a bit... Do I pit? Don't I pit?
Caution.
Oh.
Caution. The virtual safety safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Who's out? Who's out? Oh, Hartley. Of course it's Hartley.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
In parking.
Look indeed. Oh, I kind of needed the safety car to come out about half a lap later so that I could take advantage of it.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear.
Alright. Weather report.
We don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment. Watch out. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Ah! Hang on. I'd missed the... Sorry, that was entirely my fault. I was so busy trying to read the jump on inters. There's no rain. It's just... So the way how the rain was looking was that it was going to be like not really wet, if that makes sense. So I'm quite happy to pit now and go early and use this time to have good rubber, just in case.
Release, release.
If there's drama, we'll catch up later.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I don't think we will, Jeff. But the way how the weather forecast was it was basically, it was going to be like this manky, like dampy wet for most of the race and then wet right at the end. So I think we're okay. And I think it will be that awkward, like spitty weather. We were hauling that McLaren well above where it should be anyway, this shit tip.
Have you seen the new F1 video game?
No. Oh, on iPhone. No. So I don't play games on mobiles just because I know it will just eat up my time if I did. What I did notice though was on the screenshots, you can change your livery. Why is this not a thing for all other games? I want to be able to create a team and put my own team on the grid. Aha, here comes the rain.
Maybe next year, since it's actually possible.
Gap to car in front is 6.8 seconds.
Where did that come from, Danny Rick?
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Okay. Well, I hear that next year is going to supposedly feature Formula 2 and have like a bit of career progression.
Follow any other non-winter sports.
Not really.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
I enjoy the Olympics when it's on. But no, I don't really follow anything else. I detest football, don't like rugby. What else? I enjoy playing tennis games, but I don't actually like the game of tennis. What else? No. AFL? No. Just that whole thing super confuses me. Same with NFL. I used to... Oh, Christ. I used to like the NFL games on the Mega Drive, if that helps. NFL 94.
Stoffels in the pits.
Right, I think everyone's had to come in before it's got to Inter territory. This is good.
The gap to the car ahead is 10.5 seconds.
Oh wow, Lance Stroll bossing it out there.
My favourite NFL team won the final this year.
Ah, cool. I wouldn't even know what the team's names are or anything like that whatsoever. Excuse me.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Good. I'm still happy we're on the right tyres at the moment. Although that line is god awful. Weather report.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay. Ah, that stroller to come in. Ocon on the exit. Alright, we're back to where we were before.
We're leading our teammate by 11.8 seconds.
Good.
Our gap behind is 3.2 seconds.
Oh, Magnussen's got round Ocon. Or not. I used to quite like winter sports actually, so it's not just the Summer Olympics that I enjoy. I really like the Winter Olympics as well. I've got a soft spot for biathlon, don't know why, and I used to like speed skating and like Legion bobsleigh and stuff like that. I think because it was just so impressive to watch and do, but like I have no particular interest in knowing who does well and who doesn't do well. It's just I'd make a point to actually watch it when it was on.
Ice hockey is my favorite winter Olympic sport.
Ah.
Safety car deployed.
Oh.
The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Okay. But no one's out.
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Excuse me. I do apologise for when I'm coughing. I'm really trying not to. I think it's good.
Favorite safety/danger car movement?
Danger, danger, high voltage. What's your favourite danger car moment? Probably in Korea, where they sent it out and it just went off on its own. I know that was or was that a recovery vehicle that they just sent out for the lorries? I always found that quite funny. There's also the one where the safety car comes out in Interlagos, Brazil, for I think it was Nick Heidfeld, and then Enrique Benaldi smashes into the side of it. Or it's the other way around, I can't remember. But equally good fun. And there is a video of me playing on this channel. I think it's F1 2012. There's a safety car in Monaco and it asks me to unlap myself, and I hit the safety car and get disqualified. It's the only time I was ever on points, like to actually score points in Monaco. I was so angry and sad. Are we actually catching the leaders? This doesn't feel like it. Driver in front.
Sainz is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 21.2 seconds.
Oh,
We're
there
dropping
we
back by around 4/10 a lap. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.9.
Yes, I have. That's legendary. There's also a touring car race, I'm sure it's touring cars, where the safety car peels off, but Alesi decides that he's just going to go, like in Bahrain, super early, and just overtakes the entire field and the safety car. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Okay, so the good thing here is that this will calm down our tyres, which is good, because if they're on 12% already, I think that's probably higher than I'd have wanted them to be. I don't get why we've got the safety car out though. No one's retired. We had a VSC for a car that had broken down with Hartley. But a safety car for nothing? Stroll and Sorokin have joined on the back.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
There was another race I remember where the lap the safety car was supposed to come in didn't, and there was a huge wreck behind it.
Good old safety cars, keeping everyone safe in the barriers.
Stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Ricardo, Vettel, Verstappen. So that must make Kimi Räikkönen our race leader. Yes, it does. It must be Bottas, then Hamilton. Since Hamilton started 7th. It might not be, though. There we go. Both Williams have joined on the back, so that's good. There's a few incidents of the safety car actually crashing as well. Wasn't there one this year where the safety car crashed?
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And
Excuse
remember,
me.
there is no overtaking until the first safety car line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Ferrari, okay, Kimi, you need to let Vettel overtake Ferrari. Never changes.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Am I allowed to do that? Oh well, I've done it now. Oh, that really hurt Sainz. Oh god, the
Nice work. That brings you up a place. Okay, gap to leader. 3.3 seconds.
there is no grip. Oh, this is bordering Inters. Or it's just because actually we've got so much, the tyres are so cool. Maybe that's the problem.
I think my car is about to put out of power.
Ah, damn. Oh well, if you disappear, I'll know what's happened, but always a pleasure to have you chatting away to me, Noah. Good to see someone. It's nice to have people that have got, like, a broad knowledge of motorsport. K-Mag, no.
6% as usual. Hello, Sam Smith.
Right, tyres are up to more temperature. This is feeling better.
Hot dogs, I have a quick question.
Yeah. Go for it.
What do you prefer, wet or pizza?
I'm gonna say WEC, but I have to say they are both series that I don't really pay too much attention to because I don't have the time to give it the attention that I feel like I need to give it, if that makes sense. So from the outside looking in, I know more about WEC than IMSA. And I pay more attention to their results, if that makes sense. Wow, Vettel's slow. I wonder if he's lost a gear or something. Yeah, Vettel's in trouble.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Okay. So it's still dry enough for DRS then.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds.
No, it's not because of Alonso. It's because actually quite a lot of other drivers that I really like are also in that series. So, like Kamui Kobayashi was in it, and like just a lot of older F1 drivers were in WEC. So no, not necessarily an Alonso thing, but it is definitely I know of F1 drivers that are in there, and so on and so forth. Lies, Ultraman. Oh shit. Hang on 2 seconds. I will read that question when I'm on the straight. It's getting very tricky now. Thoughts on the jump? I've not actually read much about this at all, but it can only do good things for Alonso in his quest for I want to become an American darling, aka win the Indy 500. And I have to say, actually, it can only help NASCAR, because NASCAR has taken an absolute pummeling these last few years, because they have gone down the how can we try and fake a series to make it as close racing as possible. And for me, NASCAR is essentially the warning sign for Formula One of don't do what they done and manufacture things too much for results. So all of this talk, it does worry me with the questions that come out on the F1 Fan Voice and how everything else comes up. Because I sit there and think, oh no, let's not have like a ridiculous fun race or boost pads and stuff like that. Leave that to other Formula. Leave Formula One as it is. And for me, NASCAR is the warning shot of they put in stage racing. They've tried to bring out a caution whenever it's convenient for quote unquote the show. It just needs to calm itself down and remember that actually it's racing that brings them in first. I'm on the straight. Oh Christ. Because I have to say, actually, I've come away from NASCAR. The races are super long. and they just don't. It feels too potluck. It's not potluck, but it is potluck. And to me, NASCAR now just feels so contrived as I run out ridiculously wide.
We're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
I was going to say, this feels like a good crossover period, it must be said. Careful. I'm going to go around again.
Our gap to first place is 10.2 seconds.
Anyway, I completely forgot what I was going to say about all of that. But yeah, I need to read up on this Alonso Johnson switcheroo. Ooh, careful. What is my current job? I work as a communications and stakeholder manager. By day.
We need to push now. Set ERS deployment to overtake. ERS to overtake.
That's because one of the Renaults has got past Vettel. Ah!
The second ever person to complete the Grand Prix trail. Asterisk triple crown.
Shit. Always wanted to mow that grass.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.7 seconds.
It's not because the tyres are too hot. Until I'm having to proper concentrate now. Yeah, it's on the limit. But the weather forecast kind of implied that it was going to be on the limit all the way
Check
through.
your MFD for a new strategy option.
Oh, hello.
Copy.
Oh, nice. That was more than lucky. Oh, look, they're double stacking at Red Bull. Oh, wow. Only a couple are going round again.
Stoffels in for his stop.
Sorry, Stoff.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits.
That was lucky and required. Excuse me.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Okay. Perez went round again. Who else did?
The gap to the car
Ericsson.
behind is 1.5 seconds.
Imagine those two have kind of lost out a bit. Okay.
Have any function button on the steering wheel.
All of them. Push the button. My problem, I think, is that my differential is set to 100, so when I'm pushing, like on the throttle to go, it's going to make my tyres really slide in these wet conditions. But it was great for the dry, but less so for the wet. Careful.
We're leading our teammate by 21.3 seconds.
This could well mean goodbye points for us. This car is not feeling good in the wet at all.
The gap to the car ahead is 12.1 seconds.
Oh Christ. Hey, he's got DRS. It's wet. Oh, Christ. Christ. This is absolutely horrible. Vettel's coming for us at least. Weather report.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
Oh god, I feel like this car has a death wish.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Thanks, Jeff. Signs on Vettel. I feel like this is coming back to being dries
Our
again.
gap to the car in front is 21.9 seconds. The gap to the leader is 30.9 seconds.
Christ. No, no, no. Oh, we've lost this due to tyre temperatures.
28.2 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 11.0 seconds.
Okay, so we are clearly very slow then. Oh, sorry, K-Mag. God, we're gonna have the whole field behind us. This is terrible.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
Can it get lighter so that we can go back to dries, please? Ooh. Red there. Defending, but it's more out of luck than judgment, it must be said. Here comes Vital. I'll be very surprised if I can keep him behind. We'll give it a go. Oh Christ. No, don't hit me, Vettel. Okay, hit me then. Unlike real life, your car is still facing in the right direction though, Seb. Maybe the game could learn from your physics. Or Ferrari could learn from the game's physics. Something's going on drama-wise behind because it's a Force India.
43.6 seconds. We're leading our teammate by 5.3 seconds.
So, ooh.
Green flag.
Right, it's just Gasly and Stroll, I think, or Sorokin, whoever that is, at the back, that haven't joined the entire train of cars now behind me. Christ. Uh-oh, I think that might be it. Ooh, you little shit. Ah, and Ocon. How have they still got Durs? Oh, no. Don't do that. Oh, don't do that either. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Well, that's kind of my sin, I guess. The flashbacks lost me positions.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.7 seconds. Okay, just to advise you, we're expecting the tyre grip to start falling off noticeably around now, but this set should be okay for a while longer despite that.
I've had no fucking grip for ages. Right.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to
Oh,
stay.
fuck off, Jeff. Never bringing the happy news, Jeff. Oh!
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Carlos signs you moose. Okay, so that wasn't necessarily me, I think, that time. What a little shit bag. Christ. Oh! That was bizarre. It didn't want to turn in at all. Sorry, Perez. Oh. This is going to get nasty.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Oh, yellow flag.
Okay, clear.
Oh, who's that out? That's a Haas. Wasn't me. Are they out, or did they just pull over to the
5 laps
side?
of fuel remaining.
What? You have 5 laps of fuel remaining? Oh wow! We're that late in the race! I had no idea! Oh, now who's out? Is that Perez has dropped out of the race? I think he has, you know. Which is fabulous for me. Because he is. He's my rival. That is going to help me no end in our rival dramas. And make me feel a little bit better over the fact that Ocon got through.
The gap behind us is 1.6 seconds.
Not long to go left then. Ooh, is that signs in the pits? Yeah.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh yes, people are getting blue flags. Fab.
Okay, we don't think these tyres have much more to give. They're showing a fair amount of wear and they're going to start causing you problems.
I know. Ericsson into 9. Go Sweden. I feel like this could be dry weather territory, but I don't know if that's just because my tyres are so knackered that this feels awful. But this feels faster. Drama. Who else is out?
Green flag.
Oh, Ericsson, don't do that. K-Mag. Oh dear.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Blue flag. track conditions, create a gap and let the car behind through.
Will do. Alright, we've got the Durs and it's the last lap for us. Uh-oh. Nicely done, Smithers. Whew.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That was required.
And
Oh,
Mercedes
Toto.
have pulled off a great victory here today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
Well done.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Probably Stoffel Van Dorn.
Oh.
You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Okay. So, I think we've done all right there with that 8th position, considering. All kind of good up on the top there. I think that's Ericsson's first point of the season. Stroll just missing out there for Williams. That would have been an absolute triumph. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do race director. So I wanted to see, did Sainz come in at the end for... No, they just came in for more inters. So clearly he just knackered them out. Or needed to change wing or something. Oh, so K-Mag was a crash. That wasn't me, was it? I don't think it was. Oh. And that collision with Sainz and Perez kind of implies that Sainz had to come in for a front wing. So if that is, sorry, Carlos. So we stay 7th, kind of on our own little island there. Ocon dives up the order nicely. And Stroll leapfrogs Sirotkin. Ah, that wasn't Ericsson's first point, sorry. My bad. That could have been Stroll's though, but Sadly not. And there we are. Force India equal on points with Haas. Nicely done. Okay.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today? Would you say that your rival is still on your level? There was some contact between you two. What happened out there? It was more like dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it? Appreciate your time.
Well. Discount Lee Mackenzie. Ah, we just nailed it on Perez. Oh, he's down as having finished the race, even though he didn't, because he got classified, didn't he? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and a team goal. Woohoo.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
No, we can't, Jeff. Shush.
We've received invitations to new historic events.
Ooh,
You'll be
thanks,
able
Emma.
to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Okay.
You hit your last team goal. Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development, and it won't hurt when it comes to your next contract review either.
Oh, okay. Contract in progress. Okay. So we've got those coming for Germany. What do I fancy? So I kind of feel like we could really chunk something out here. Yeah, let's go for we could do that, you know. That's got 20, that's got 22 though. Right, let's do that. Because that will help us in the long term. Excuse me. Let's do... Oh, USA short in the 98 McLaren, please. As a little finale. Du, du, du.
It's time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not very good at this. Oh my Christ.
You need to slow down.
That wasn't what I expected the car to do there. Really? Yo! Yay! I know these mean absolutely nothing, but it's just nice to win. Ha ha! Yay! Thank you. Okay, and then just to round off, we'll arrive at Germany, probably find that all of our upgrades have failed, and we'll all be sad forevermore.
Okay, we had the new parts come through from the
Oh, no.
factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Okay, it looks like. Goals update to clean races, fair enough. Energy cooling and rear floor tray are complete. It's a dryish race, and that looks pretty damn good to me in terms of car performance. So let's just have a quick look. Oh yes, love that. Back up there with Renault and Haas. Whoop whoop. Cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys will take care. And I'll catch you soon on High Plane Games. If you like what you see, please do subscribe and like it and stuff, because it helps me out. Bye. If I press the right button to end the broadcast, though.